Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your good guy Prince Onyx here. I'm looking at this camera. I think I might have to clean it a little bit because it looks like foggy right here where like my hand is. It looks a little foggy. Give me 1 minute, you guys. 1 minute. Hold on, you guys. Oh crap, and then the battery is about to die. Good lord. There we go. Alright, now that I got the battery situation under hand, give me 1 minute. Shouldn't take that long. There we go. That looks much better now. So hey you guys, just wanted to stop in right quick. I know my hair isn't the best. It is what it is. Today is Sunday. I'm taking a more relaxed approach to today because I've had an amazing weekend. So as you all know, Friday evening, I went to go see the goddess herself, Azealia Banks. Oh my God, it's just like, oh my God, you guys, it's just like when she graced the stage, it was just like, oh my God, it was so amazing. Like, she is such a true artist, and it's like she's a true artist in the booth and out of the booth. And when she's on stage, she gives you a damn good show. She, for the most part, she performed. For the most part, the majority of her debut album, Broke with Expensive Taste, she performed like the majority of those tracks. She performed she performed 2 tracks off her EP 1991. That's the EP that came before the album. She performed 2 tracks off of that, and then she performed 212, which is also on the album and is also on the EP. And 212 is pretty much her breakout hit, and she performed that at the end. And of course, she performed the song Young Rapunzel. And whenever she performs that song, she has like a bullhorn, and she puts the mic in front of the bullhorn for like, it's like one part of the song where she's just like chanting and screaming, and like, you know, it's like a scream chant. It's like, it sounds like vocal drums type of thing. It's like a, I don't know, it's like a, it's something like, but it's something like that, like a marching type of thing. And it's like she has the bullhorn and then like the mic, and it was just like, yeah. Oh, just, well, not, I'm doing a video right now. Better lighting, just like, because it's foggy outside, it's cloudy. Anyway, so yeah, she had like she had the bullhorn, she had like the microphone in front of it, and it was just, oh boy. Now her backup dancers, they are amazing too. She's been with them since she, since she first started touring, and that was like back when she did her first mixtape, the Fantasy mixtape. So she, oh man, she was just amazing. Like, I loved it. The venue was good. It was a lot of people, of course. It was a lot of people there, of course. And yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it. It was like, oh man, I can't wait till she comes again. Like, wow. She was just amazing, you guys. I just don't know, like, oh wow. Words can't describe how amazing. Like, you would have to be there in person to see it. Like, I think she still has a few more cities to go on her U.S. part of the Broke with Expensive Taste tour, and then this summer she's going to be doing all the festival runs, which she's been doing for a very long time. So, man, listen, she just, oh man, she is amazing. I loved it, and I got videos on my iPod from the concert. I got pictures. The pictures aren't, it's like they're good quality, but it's like, because I mean, she kept moving around, of course, she was performing, so it's like I had to try to catch it as quickly as possible, but they came out pretty okay. But, I will cherish those for a very long time. Like, she was just really amazing. So, oh boy, Friday night was awesome. And then yesterday night, I had a movie night at my place, and my friends came over and we watched none other than the Bessie Smith movie starring Queen Latifah, Monique, Mike Epps, I think the other guy's name is Michael Keenan Knight, Tika Sumpter. it had a lot of people in there. It was an amazing cast. They had a lot of people in there, and so in my opinion, oh yeah, so yeah, pretty much we had a movie night. We had like so much food. I had ordered an edible arrangements bouquet. One of my friends brought over ginger ale. The other one brought over skinny popcorn. We had pizza. We pretty much we went all out. So movie night. It was amazing. We loved the movie. It was really good because I love learning about those that have come before us and those who have paved the way in the different genres of music. And with Bessie Smith, I remember hearing about her back when I was in, I believe it was 7th or 8th grade, when we did this project where we found like historical people or whatever. I think it was like during Black History Month, if I'm not mistaken, and we found historical people, and one of my classmates, she had did a project on Bessie Smith, and I had looked at her paper afterwards, and just reading about her, I was just so very intrigued by her story. And so, of course, fast forward to now when I had heard about the movie, oh wow, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm looking at this thing on BET, oh wow. Oh boy, they funny. So anyway, yeah, so just hearing about her, I was very intrigued by her story. And so fast forward here to now when I found out that they were doing the Bessie Smith movie and they had cast Queen Latifah in it. And then on top of that, they had, let's see, who did they have? No, wait, my bad, y'all. My mind, I had a... So yeah, I had found out that, yeah, Queen Latifah was in it. And I found out that this movie, it took 22 years to make this movie, because this movie the role was first offered to Queen Latifah when she when she had her breakout roles from the late 90s coming into the 2000s, and yeah, from the late 90s coming into the 2000s, and so it was HBO. They came to her with the producers and the writers or whatever, and so they really took their time with this project. In my opinion, I feel as though Queen Latifah really delivered. I feel like Queen Latifah and Monique really delivered when playing these two singers from way back in the day. I feel like they truly, really did deliver, because it's like, because Bessie Smith has such a compelling story and such an interesting story that it's just like, if you didn't know about her before you watched the movie, after the movie, it's like you feel like you pretty much knew everything about her and then some. And I felt like she delivered it. I felt like Queen Latifah did what Jamie Foxx did with Ray Charles, and that is fully embodied the character. That's what I feel like, because when it comes to playing historical figures, you really have a lot of pressure on you, because when you think about it, when you have a lot of pressure on you, because especially if there's somebody who was really great, and even if they were somebody who may have been like undeniable talent, kind of like an unsung, I don't really know, like whatever biopic a person is in, you have so much pressure on you, whether you're playing the main person or somebody who was involved in that person's life. It's like it's so much on you to just it's so much to really pull it off. And so in my opinion, I really feel like she pulled it off. Like, she really did good, because it just showed, it talked a lot about her. Because for most people who didn't know, with Bessie Smith, she was nicknamed the Empress of the Blues. Her mentor was Ma Rainey. And then, oh wow, really? I'm sorry, I'll pause, but I was saying, I was watching something on BET, and they apparently, Frankie and Neffy, I guess BET picked their show back up. All right, I mean, I won't be watching it. I'm going to be going away working at summer camp. But anyway, okay. So, yeah, anyway, you guys. Yeah, so, Bessie Smith was nicknamed the Empress of the Blues. And she had a very incredible voice. Like, her range, at the age that she was when she first started out singing, you would think that she was a grown woman. And that's the thing, like, back in the day, like, all the singers, like, for them to be at such young ages, they had those voices that it really came from deep within their diaphragm. It just, they had incredible, powerful voices. And, you know, so she had a very interesting story. She had her lover, Lucille, that was played by Tika Sumpter. She had her later husband slash manager, Jack G, that was played by Michael Keaton Knight, I believe that was the name. Let me look it up just to be sure, you guys. Just to be sure. Just to be sure. Just to be sure. Let's see. Just to be sure. Just to be sure, you guys. Just to be sure. Yes, okay, Michael Kenneth Williams. I don't know where I got the other name from. So yeah, Michael Kenneth Williams. He played Jack G, who was Bessie Smith's husband, and Mike Epps, he played Richard, who was he was her lover, and then Torrey Kettles, he played Clarence, that was Bessie's older brother, and then Candy Alexander played Viola, who was Bessie's older sister, who was very abusive to her because their mother had died, and she had, I believe, I think 5 or 6 children, and so Viola was in charge of, you know, taking care of them and stuff like that, and she was very mean to Bessie, as we saw in the film. And, you know, just Bessie, she'd been through a lot, and she, you know, she had been through a lot, and just, you know, throughout the movie, you really felt for her, because it's like she took care of, once she had made it big, she took care of pretty much everybody, and just slowly but surely, things started to fall apart, and, you know, people just started leaving her left and right, and it's like she are, like, you know, her and her husband, Jack G, like, they pretty much knew about their other lovers. Like, you know, he would always bring different women around who were singers or songwriters or dancers or whatever, and Bessie could sense that, you know, he was, you know, screwing them. And she, of course, had Lucille. She had Lucille and her husband Jack G living under the same roof at one point in time. And then, of course, he also knew about Richard, who was a bootlegger with, you know, alcohol, because this was during the Prohibition era. And, you know, yeah, so it was really compelling. Like, there was a part in the movie, like, it was, I don't want to give it away, but it was a part in the movie, like it was the end of the middle going towards the end of the movie, and, like, I almost teared up, because it was just, oh my God, it was just so heartbreaking. Like, damn, like, she went through so much, like, and then, of course, she was, just like pretty much everybody else at that time, she was hit by the Great Depression, so she had pretty much lost everything, and, like, the only person that was there for her, you know, before the Great Depression and during the Great Depression and after the Great Depression, the only one that was there for her was Clarence, her older brother, and then, you know, she, and of course her mentor, Ma Rainey, that was played by Monique. And, you know, again, I know there are a lot of black people out there that are tired of seeing the biopics and the slave movies, blah blah blah, and you know, we're always saying, well, why isn't there more black sci-fi or black horror or blah blah blah. Listen, I'm not, you know, here to be like, oh, you guys need to stop complaining. That's not what I'm here to say. However, what I am here to say is that if we want to see more, you know, predominantly black cast sci-fi films and horror and action and mystery and things of that nature, if we want there to be more diversity in the film genres, as I've said many times before, we have to support them. You know, no, it's not like people are asking you for, you know, $1,000 or $400 or something like that. People are like, when it comes to these Kickstarters and Indiegogos and GoFundMe's, like, we ask for little amounts, because literally anything helps. If it's $1, $2, $3, $10, anything helps. So again, if we want to see more diversity in genres, you know what we need? You know what we need? To support one another. Because it's, you know, then I'm not even trying to turn this video into a rant or nothing like that, because that's not what this is. This isn't about that. But it's just, you know, we have to support each other. So instead of always asking the question, how about when somebody who is African American and who is trying to bring more diversity to, you know, the film world and the TV world, support them. You know, just like you support, you know, and I'm not even trying to make this into a race issue, but just like you support the, you know, predominantly white cast sci-fi shows and horror movies and all that stuff, support it when it's made by us. You know, we're so quick to be like, oh, well, why isn't it this? Why isn't it that? I'm so tired of seeing slave movies. I'm tired of seeing slave movies too. And then everybody's always like, oh, I'm tired of seeing biopics. Well, you know what? Seeing as though you niggas don't like to read, biopics are actually a good thing, because then you get to see it on screen about the person's life, whether it be Billie Holiday, Dorothy Dandridge, The Temptations, Ray Charles, The Five Heartbeats, Bessie Smith, you know, whatever other biopics that are going to come out, which I will be supporting. You know, how about if you, well, seeing as though you niggas don't read, biopics, biopics, however you want to pronounce it, those are actually a good thing. So with that being said, shut the hell up. And I know I said that I wasn't trying to tell people to shut up, but that's kind of what you guys need to do. Shut up. If you're not going to, here's the thing, if you're not going to put up, meaning if you're not going to support, then shut up. Because I hate a person that complains and complains and complains, but isn't offering a solution. That's like, you know, you're at the front of the class trying to solve a math equation. You get so frustrated because it's your fault that you don't know what you're doing, and you don't take the time to, like, maybe listen to the professor or try to ask somebody for a little bit of help, just a little bit of guidance, just a little bit. You get frustrated. But people are trying to help you get to the solution, but you're steady complaining and complaining and getting frustrated. So you're either going to solve the problem, come up with the solution, or you're going to shut the hell up and just sit down and let somebody else who let a doer let a doer take charge while you just sit and complain. So anyway, just to get that off my chest, because I know it's a few people out there who are just like, oh, you know, oh, why is it there's so many biopics, but there's not a black sci-fi film or da-da-da-da, because black people won't support it. We won't support each other. You know, it's just, I'm not gonna turn it into no rant bullshit. Y'all already know what this is. But anyway, back to the Bessie Smith movie. It was just very good. The movie was very good, and I liked the way that it ended. I liked the way that it ended, and I felt like everybody did a great job. The casting was good. I just feel like everybody did a great job, and I feel like Queen Latifah really embodied Bessie Smith, and really just, you know, I feel like she embodied Bessie Smith, and she not only did that, but she also just, you know, she embodied her, and she just really killed it. She really did a good job. Like, seriously, she really did a good job. Like, again, it's just like what Ray Charles did. It's just like what Jamie Foxx did in the Ray Charles movie. So, oh man, it was really good. I loved it. I enjoyed it. Me and my friends, again, we had a great time. There were laughs and just, you know, whew, it was really good, you guys. So that's pretty much, you know, that's pretty much how my weekend went. I had an amazing weekend. Oh, and a little final announcement. My friend who is helping me with the short film, the script is done, and he will be sending it to me this evening. And then after that, once I have it, me and him are going to talk for a little bit, to talk over the plot just a little bit, maybe like fix some things in the plot. And then I'm going to email the people who are auditioning. I'm going to email them and let them know I have the script and send them their practice lines. And I'm just so excited. Auditions are this Saturday, May 23rd. I almost said April. I don't know why I keep saying April. This is May. But anyway, auditions are May 23rd, and I am just excited. So wish me the best, you guys. And yes, just wanted to stop in right quick and tell you guys about my amazing, awesome weekend. And yeah. So yeah, you know. Oh, and as a final announcement, so one of my queens, Paula J. Parker, is going to be in a new TV show called Recovery Road, and it's supposed to come out, well, not supposed to, it's coming out this fall, and you already know I'm going to be on top of that like white on the rice, and I'm going to be reviewing it. Also, Wayward Pines did come out, and you know what, if I have the energy for it today, because again I said I was going to be more relaxed today, I'm going to try to watch it, take my notes, try to record it on Movie Maker and save it, and then that way when I do officially make my comeback on YouTube, I'll just start uploading the videos of the review. I am leaving again, as a reminder. I leave June 13th to go to my summer job, and you know what, I wanted to save this for a surprise, but I actually wanted to nominate one of my fellow YouTubers who is subscribed to me to take on the badge of honor for reviewing Wayward Pines, pretty much like taking off where I leave off type of thing. So I hope that we can get that together. If anybody out there is interested, please let me know in the comment section, and then we can go from there. If you are interested in picking up the badge and taking off where I left off, where I leave off for the Wayward Pines TV show. It is a 10 episode series, so it's like a little mini series. So it's gonna probably last May, probably to June, a little bit maybe to July. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much that's how my weekend went. I had an amazing weekend with Azealia Banks and Bessie Smith. So I enjoyed it, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Peace.